gorgeous, it's me again. Long time no see. I've been in a bit of a situation, creativity wise, I don't know, bit blocked, you know how it is. I feel like I've outgrown this space once again, but newsflash, we are moving soon. My husband and I have bought a house, and there I will have my own atelier, my own studio. So that's gonna be absolutely wonderful, and I am so excited, but at the same time I feel like it made it a bit less the situation. Like now I want to be here even less because my mind is already like planning my next space, but we shall prevail. And I have been missing a little bit of sewing, a bit of a project, you know. I've only been like knitting and crocheting, and that's fun and good, but I really want to sew a little bit. So we're gonna make some summer clothes. Last year I already made some. This is a set that I sewed last year with a couple free patterns on the internet. I wouldn't particularly recommend these two patterns specifically. They have some fit issues, but I was too lazy to fix them, and it's good enough, yeah. But now that I have been learning a little bit more about pattern making, drafting, I feel like I could do much better this year. So we're gonna jump into my pile of fabrics and we're gonna choose what to do. I think I kind of have a little bit of an idea. As you can see, I'm on puppy duty for my in-laws. This is Vilma. She is a 6-year-old Boston Terrier. She's very sweet, if she knows you. But, yeah, she'll be accompanying me today. She must be wondering, what are you doing on the floor? Okay, this is a bit of a mess of projects. Lino printing, there's some foam from the felting, some quilt projects that I want to do, but I'm saving for like autumn. I know for a fact that one of the projects that I want to do is a bikini that uses natural fabrics, right? Because I had this bikini, I think it's from, what's the name? Woman's Secret. This is a bikini I bought a couple years ago only in Woman's Secret, and it was like a very nice fit with like this detail here and also in the bottoms, like exactly the coverage that I like, which is not too cheeky but not too big. And then I realized that the fabric just deteriorated to the point that I can't use this anymore. I don't know why. It looks like a stain. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, I think you can see. It looks like a stain right here and on the side, but it's not a stain. I've washed it by hand. Nothing. I even put it in the washing machine. Nothing. And I've been looking at it a bit closer, and it's like the fabric has worn down in just this spot. I don't know why it happened, but yeah, it's literally the fabric just deteriorating. So I can't use this anymore, and I'm very sad because I really liked it. But then I thought, what a wonderful opportunity to try to make my own, because I really wanted to make my own underwear and bikinis and stuff for a while. Yeah, it's not gonna be all natural fibers though, because I do want to make use of these little details, which are probably plastic. But you know, better reuse them than throw them in the trash. And I think these are still perfectly usable. The little bit of boning that is here is probably as well. These little metal hoops. So yeah, I'm gonna be unpicking this and using it to make a pattern out of it, because I love the fit. And fabric wise, I thought about doing a combination of linen and cotton. I have this gorgeous blue linen that I've been waiting to carve into. I have like a lot of it, so I think I can still make like a dress out of it, which was my initial plan for it. But I could probably get a bikini out of it before doing that. And for the lining, I have some light blue cotton voile. So I think for the lining, this will be good. But I don't want to just do cotton because I don't think that would do well being wet. I still have the inner padding from the bikini. I took it out, so yes, we're gonna try to repurpose that too. I think this will make a lovely, lovely bikini. I don't have any blue bikinis. And I think that I will have enough of this for that, and to make like a matching either a little head covering or a little mini beach wrap or something like that. I think it should be, I don't know if I will have enough for a beach wrap, to be honest, but maybe I can make it out of the linen. Actually, that would be nice. That would be one of the plans, making like a little beach set with wrap and scarf. And my other plan would be a dress that I've been wanting to make for a while. I also have this cotton wool that, oh wait, that's not, I knew that looked way too dark. Never mind. And I wanted to make like a full fit, like a little beach set to take to the beach, but then a dress I could throw on top to then have a cocktail afterwards. And I have been hoarding this lovely hand-dyed cotton wool from India. And I love these dresses, these viral dresses that I've seen everywhere from Daughters of India. I have scoured the entire site of the Kira dress specifically because I love the shape of it. And I think I can figure out how it goes. I know a couple people on YouTube has done like dupes of it, like video dupes of it. I might try to look those up and kind of see the shapes that they have cut and try to mimic that and figure out my own thing. But it just looks mostly rectangles. Maybe I could make the beach wrap in this, but I honestly am not sure because like the skirt is huge. I think I'm gonna use pretty much all of this. Let's see if I have enough, because famous last words, I never have enough fabric for shit. I am so bad at calculating how much fabric I should buy, but we'll see. Oh, I called with my sister. She gave me some feedback. Actually, I have some fabric here left over from some very pretty set that I sewed, and I think this blue goes wonderfully with the blue of the bikini. So, boom. Excuse me if I'm shining. It is so warm here in Germany. Like, pwah. I have fully undone, unpicked half of the bikini top. I've left this one as is because I feel like it's a lot of things, so I want to have a reference to go back to. I do want to try to repurpose as much as I can from it, and it will make it fit better. So I'm thinking of maybe reusing all the elastics, since they are obviously the perfect size already. But yeah, I'm gonna take notes of everything. I'm gonna drop the pattern from this in case I want to repeat it. And yeah, I've also taken out the side little thingies, and I feel like that's enough to take a pattern out of this. Like, of course we have like the crotch seam here, but I can just lay this flat, and get a proper pattern out of it. It's incredible. I don't know if it's gonna pick up in camera how much the sun had dimmed the color of this. Look at that. Before it was both sides the same color. That's crazy. How much the sun just fades out color. Hello, hair is up. I'm done with all the pattern pieces. Let me tell you, that was some work. And I have minimal confidence in this, honestly, because it's stretchy fabric and I am working with non-stretchy fabric. I honestly have no idea if this is gonna work, like in the slightest. Could have just bought a pattern for a bikini, yes, but that's not the spirit that we're going for here. So we're just gonna try our best here, I think. And honestly, that's the best approach I have found to projects. Delusion. Absolute delusion and confidence that it will turn out okay. And honestly, if this is the part I was the most unsure about. If this turns out okay, then I think I'm Gucci for the rest of the week. Like I have a feeling that the rest will be much easier. Still work, of course, but like brain cell wise, I have used them all up here, I'm afraid. And I have 2.5 chapters left of the other Bernadette sister. So hopefully I can finish it up within that. That's like 1 hour and 15 minutes. Let's see, let's try. So far, loving it, by the way. Please let me know if anybody else is watching it and just loving it as much as I am. Because like, oh, the dresses, the acting. I love Mary so much. She feels so human and so, I don't know, like a real person. Sometimes in these period dramas, characters tend to feel a little bit one-dimensional, right? And like, don't get me wrong, some of her sisters in the show feel a bit like a caricature and not a lot of depth. But Mary, the actress, wonderful. Oh, and the dude, the guy, Hayworth, I think he's called Hayworth, Mr. Hayworth. He's so cute. I love a yearning man. Pues acabo de terminar de cortar todas las partes del forro por dentro del bikini. Lo pasé todo a patrón en papel y voy a cortar ahora la parte de fuera. Good morning, babes. Ignore the fact that I'm in my pajamas and I have a little visitor. We don't talk about her. I have cut all the pieces for the bikini in both the cotton and the linen respectively, and I have harvested almost all of the notions from the bikini. I think I'm gonna start sewing the top because I am nervous, and yeah, I'm nervous, so I really want to try to get it done. Do I even have a matching thread? I think I do. I haven't even checked. Good enough! Okay, so that's done. I have pinned prep a whole bunch of pieces. So, yeah, let's get to sewing. Okay, so I still need to iron it and everything, but I can see where it would sit at the top and the bottom. I might need an elastic up here. I really this has to fit extremely well, so maybe I need to sew an elastic to the seam allowance. Yeah, I'll give it a good iron and then I'll see. You could see a bit of the top stitch in here, but that's fine. I don't care. I do love this color though. This is so nice. I actually bought this linen quite a bunch of years ago. I think maybe 3 or 4 years ago, probably. And I was just one of those things that because it was one of the nicer fabrics, or so I thought that I had, I never used it for anything. But then recently, I mean, it's nice fabric, nice color, but I recently saw Bernadette Banner's video trying to figure out the best linen. I learned a lot from her video to identify the quirks and, well, the characteristics that make a good linen. And let me tell you, this one that I have right here would not have made the test, would not have passed her test. It has a lot of, like, I don't remember the jargon, but like a lot of thicker threads. The density is alright, but could be a bit more tightly spun. But it's not the worst, but it definitely has like a lot of bigger threads. It's not very uniform in that regard. So definitely not great in that department. But at least now moving forward, I know what to look for if I need linen. Status update. I am in the trenches. I have been in the trenches for a while. I ended up having to put some elastic at the top and the front and the back, and also I've had to add like 10 centimeters on each side, because what I was afraid of, that they accounted for the fabric being stretchy to go over my legs, was entirely the case. Therefore, it would not go over my fat ass. And I am hoping that is enough. I've tried and it should be. So, yeah, definitely tricky. I did not want to cut a whole new back and front, to be honest. I could not be arsed. Okay, I just tried it on. I sewed all the little bits and bobs, and I think it fits very well. I am glad. I am gonna redo a bit of the side here that I did with the machine, because I don't like it. I don't like that you can see the stitches. Like, I want this to be good quality, to look high-end, and I can't be doing that. I can't be having stitches showing on the other side. So no, I'm gonna unpick that and redo the part with the bone in and the little rings. But the rest is looking great. Final product will be at the end. So let's move on to the next project. Good afternoon. It's very late in the day. I have not got much done today because today at work was so exhausting, and I was already exhausted from yesterday. And I've also taken out, used my little scrap notes and like drawn up the patterns of the rest of the things that I want to do. So one thing I could probably get done today, easy, would be the headband, one of the headbands. But yeah, it's super easy. Basically, I do not really like, I mean, I don't mind them, I have them, but like, I think I want to try something different. Normally, headbands are the ones that are like, on like the the triangle at the back, but I want to try just the normal rectangle one. So it's basically a 50 by 20 rectangle for the headpiece, and a 10 by 20 for the ties. Of course, folded in two. Like I said, I'm gonna be using this scrap fabric because it just seems like a nice scrap bastard type of project. Alright, I've been tinkering about a bunch more and I was completely off. I've remade the sleeve and it's like 20 centimeters at least. Like when I saw 70 centimeters, like this length, and like it was so much, I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. By how the dress looks, I think like I've kind of developed a bit of an intuition, thank goodness, from sewing for a while now, and I could tell it just was not right. And now it just seems much better. And the top also seemed too short, and I misreferenced. I was taking things from the video as a reference to get the measurements, and I reframed that a bit better. Could have just paid 10 euros and buy the pattern, absolutely, but I'm a cheap ass. So I remade the bodice as well, and now I do feel much better about it. I separated it into front and back because the neckline is different, the rest is the same. We have the cuff, and instead of cutting a whole dress piece, I just made a cutout for the part that curves here on the side seam, because the rest is basically like width of the fabric, 110 centimeters length, and with this curve cut out of one side. So that's it. I just have to cut some fabric now. Also, do you like my bloomers? I made them with the Darcy. No, is that Darcy bloomers? No. What is the name of the bloomers? From Maria Uterud. Love the pattern. Super cute, super comfy. I really want to make them in like a fun color at some point. This is much narrower than I remembered. Shit. It's like just over a meter. What is this? Let's see if I have enough. Famous last words, I never have enough fabric for shit. I am so bad at calculating how much fabric I should buy.
Boy, go against grain.
I did not want to do that. It just doesn't fall the same. Oh man, this sucks. Shit. Okay. I indeed did not have enough for 3 layers of the skirt, so we're gonna have to work with the 110 instead of 140 that I wanted per side, but it's fine. It's still pretty big. I'll survive. And I had this tiny bit left over, this little scrap, that would probably make the perfect beach wrap. And I like that it would contrast the bikini instead of making it with the blue. So I might use this, because otherwise, what could I make with this? And I could use this, I could lay on the beach with this. I mean, it's small, but let me see. It is small, but it will be enough to sit down, should I want to, or something like that. I don't know if I want to leave this little bit, because this is the selvage, so this is not going to come undone. And I kind of like the wavy pattern of the dye. It will be here in the front and one of the sides. So I think I might leave that. I think that's cute. And it references the way that this is handmade, right? And hand-dyed. So I think I'm going to leave that and then just finish the rest of the edges. So that would make the 2 other projects cut. I might quickly do this one first, just so I can call it done. And at least I would have a whole beach set. These clash a little bit, but it's fine. I can wear it just this or just that. I don't care. Who cares? Another scrap that I have left, actually, is this little thing that also kind of makes a perfect bandana. I already tried tying it. So I could potentially also finish the edges here and have a second bandana that actually goes with the beach wrap. So think I kind of have to, right? I don't know about you, but I think I have to. Hello, I'm back with a top. Hehe. So, I wanted to ask the crowd, am I the only one that has beef with the gathering stitch in the machine? So like, when you want to gather, just do the longest stitch, low tension, and like, or high tension, I don't know which one it is, number up. Every time I do it, my thread like just breaks or it gets stuck. Like, I've tried so many times with different threads, different fabrics. Maybe it's my machine, it's a little bit old. It's secondhand from my grandma, she gave it to me years ago already. But yeah, I find that it's so much faster to just do this by hand. If you know why it happens, I would appreciate the feedback or the advice or whatever. Maybe it's just that my machine is old. I don't know. So pin, 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 gathers, pin, 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 basically. Okay, so I still need to gather all of this up into a cuff, and now I just have to sew the skirt here. I had to close it up a bit higher here because it was too risque for me. So I put like 2 extra centimeters at least. So yeah, I'm gonna be done for today because yeah, I ran out of bobbin thread. It's almost 10 and I still have to do a couple things around the house and stuff. So I'm gonna take that, yeah, as a sign that we shall continue. Not tomorrow, because I'm gonna spend the whole day out and about, but Saturday, because today is Thursday. But I think we got a lot of things done today. Like, we got another scarf, we got the beach wrap, and we got close, if you don't count the cuffs, the entire bodice of the dress. So I think we can make this work in this week. I still have Saturday and Sunday, so I'm gonna for sure make this work in the 1 week, which is wonderful. And barely no scraps. Look, this is all that is left. Ta-da! Minimal waste out of 5 meters. That's wonderful. Look at this. So proud of myself for that. I'm almost done. I have gathered the cuffs. I'm gonna sew them in place, and so I just need to do that and hem it. And then we're done with all the projects that I wanted to do this week within time frame because it's still Sunday. So I guess I will be rolling into the reveal. So thank you for being here. I hope you've enjoyed this little side quest into making a summer outfit. And if you have, feel free to please the algorithm gods and leave a like, subscribe. Also please let me know if any of you guys are also doing any summer outfits, any summer crafts. I would love to know, so please fire away. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one. I guess maybe potentially even from my new house. Probably the next thing you see is something along the lines of like me moving this space or something. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. Have a lovely, wonderful day and take care of yourself. Alright, ta-ta!